I'm going to teach you how to use the glide shot put technique, and we're going to start right now. So when we're starting the glide, the first thing that we need to remember is that we are starting to glide and hit a standing position. Everybody forgets that. We'll get into the circle and we just blow through that standing position. We've got to remember that the whole point is that you get to that standing position with a whole bunch of momentum that's going to carry you through that finish. So we've got to establish, one, where are we going to be holding the shot? Ideally right below the ear. Two, where's that standing position going to be? Left leg's in the inside of the toe board. That right leg is likely going to be around midway point in the circle, maybe a little bit closer to the front of the toe board if you're a little bit shorter. Then as we get out of the back of the circle, we've got to think, okay, we want to get to that standing position. So to get out of the back, we want to try to use a stretch reflex. So we want to get a nice little drop out of the back of the circle. That's going to drop and it's going to load your quad. As you load that quad, you're going to let your hips drop backwards. So you're going to drop nice and flat with a right foot that's flat if you're a right-handed thrower. When your hips get just past midway, we want to extend that right heel while the left leg is linear to the front. So we have a fast extension from that right quad, and we want the toe to come up. So we're going to dorsiflex that right foot, and we're going to drive that left leg to the toe board. Now that extension from that right knee, the dorsiflexion from that right ankle will react quickly, where the right will then ground in the middle with a plantar flex right foot. When that plantar flex right foot grounds, we're going to keep transferring that energy forward. Now we're in that standing position. We want to open that left arm, shift forward into that left leg, have that right knee rotate, have that right shoulder rotate, and finish big into the toe board. If we go back over everything, we need to recognize that out of the back of the circle, ideally you're going to start with a stretch reflex, a dynamic start. If you want to start with a static position, that's perfectly fine. Some of the world's best have started with a static position. Some of the world's best have started with a dynamic position. So as you drop, that right foot stays flat. The hips shift across the circle to the midway point, then the toe dorsiflex up. Now you're going to extend that right knee, you're going to shoot that left leg linear, and you're going to ground in the middle. When we ground in the middle, that right foot should hit first, then that left foot will hit. We open that left arm and we chase that shot big out over the toe board. So throwing with the glide is pretty simple, but you've got to execute it precisely over and over and over again. So we're going to start off with that. How we're going to hold the shot, get to the standing throw, and then unseat out of the back as effectively as possible, and that is how you glide. If you like this information, click on the playlist right next to me. You can get more information on how to glide specifically with that left leg getting to the front of the circle, how to take that effective standing throw, how to hold that shot as properly as possible. Head over to throwsuniversity.com. You can pick up any training program that you want so that we can get you to accomplish your throwing goals.